Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 3DS this time. In today's episode, we are actually switching over systems. We played a majority of the Let's Play on the Wii U version, and now we're going to delve into the 3DS version. This is actually the first time this is actually kind of a test recording too. This is the first time I actually recorded with the 3DS. This is with a Nintendo 3DS capture board that I had pre-installed on the system. But we're going to be taking a look at the various modes and what's different in the 3DS version compared to the Wii U version. Our first episode, we're going to be looking at games and more. There's only 3 modes here like it was in the Wii U version, but I'm going to pretty much simplify it in this episode. Classic mode, we're going to be taking a look at, but Classic mode is a lot different than the Wii U version, because the Wii U version had a board, and right now I chose Charizard as my character. But as you guys can see, Classic mode's a lot differently. You have to walk down a path and kind of choose a different path you want to choose. Every path that you go down, you have to fight a certain character. So that's pretty much why it's a little bit different than the Wii U version. The Wii U version, you had a board where you moved around on a grid and you went towards the items you wanted to actually fight. This one, you had a predetermined path. Now, another thing I'm going to be telling you that's way different than the 3DS version than it is in the Wii U version is the 3DS version has a lot of different stages than the Wii U version. So, in probably the last episode I'm going to be doing for this playthrough, I'm going to be showing off how the differences between each of the different stages and how to unlock them and stuff like that. But as you guys saw, there was the Nintendogs, the Nintendogs stage where you had a gigantic living room playing with the dogs and everything.
Ready, go!
But you come down this path here and it says you have another 3 options here, and I always go for the ones that have the most gold or have a trophy at the end of it, and I see it, I always go down that path. But Charizard is actually kind of an interesting character, and I've actually grown to like him a lot. He's kind of like Bowser. And that Flare Blitz move. This is another stage that's exclusive to 3DS. It's called Tomodachi Life. Now, for people who don't know what Tomodachi Life is a life simulator game, kind of like Animal Crossing, but it's more Sims-like than Animal Crossing is. But it's a new game that just came out. I want to say like 2014, I think it came out. But the game came out just recently, and it's actually kind of a fun little game. I've heard from a lot of my friends that have played it. I haven't played it because, frankly, I don't play Sims. I need to go play Sims if I can. The little thing I don't like about Charizard is I feel like it might be the controls for the 3DS, but it's really hard to control him with when it comes to air stuff, trying to get a hold of him and everything. But this is Tomodachi Life. It's kind of, like I said, it's a life simulator of from Nintendo, essentially, kind of like The Sims and everything. But here's Charizard's final smash. It's his Mega Evolution. He turns into Mega Charizard X and able to destroy things, destroy worlds. But that's the second stage clear. But pretty much, if you guys can see, the 3DS version is pretty much the same as the Wii U version, except it's not as graphically, better than the Wii U version, obviously. And if you notice that, even for the 3DS, this game runs in 60 frames per second. The characters move at 60 frames, but items like assist trophies and Pokemon and stuff of the similar like that, they don't run in 60 frames. They only run in 30. So keep that in mind. If you notice that it's a little bit like some characters move a little different than the other ones, that's pretty much because of that. But this stage was from Brawl. I don't know if this is in the Wii U version. I've never really got around to playing all the stages in the Wii U version, but that's pretty much that in a nutshell. You get all the stuff there. But as you guys can see, the stages are a lot different in the 3DS version than they are in the Wii U version. This stage came actually from Brawl, so this is actually what you got when you unlock Wario. It's the Mega Micro Games stage. It's the WarioWare stage, essentially. Trying to get Wario to go away. I did cut out failed attempts in this playthrough. You'll probably see the little timer on the bottom screen in the upper right-hand corner. The little timer kind of changes whenever I cut. And I'll just tell you right there, this battle right here I had to cut out because I did die a couple times. And I figured you guys didn't want to watch me die constantly, so. Now, we're fighting against Pit, Dark Pit, and Palutena. Now, this is another stage that's exclusive to the 3DS version. This is called the Reset Bomb. I think this is exclusive to 3DS. I'm pretty sure it is. I might be wrong though, because I think it might not be. But I remember this stage because this is actually the stage you had to unlock Dark Pit. I can't remember if this is exclusive. I don't think it is now. Now I'm kind of second guessing myself. I was like, wait a second. I don't think this is. I think this is in the Wii U version. So if I'm completely wrong about this, somebody point this out. Because I have really bad short-term memory. But fighting against these guys was really hard. I actually lost twice in this battle. I was like, oh my gosh, why is this so hard? I was like, well, then again, I'm playing on difficulty 9, so I was like, eh. And actually, I found out something that's really useful in this fight. Using Flare Blitz can actually get some sort of form of recovery a lot better. So I'm going to start using Flare Blitz a lot as a form of recovery, rather than just using it as an attack. Now, I do like the Reset Bomb right here, especially with this. I like this stage right here. It's really, like, contorted and chaotic and stuff like that. But that's the Reset Forest. So, now we got through stage 4. As you guys can see, I lost a couple items. That's because I lost a couple times. And this is actually the first time I actually had to edit in this episode, like, extensively, as you guys can see with the borders and stuff like that. But I hope you guys appreciate that. That was really a learning experience in itself. But now we're fighting against the Fighting Me team. It's pretty much the same as the Wii U version, except I don't think there's as much in this version. But it's pretty much the same. You just beat up the Miis. But that's that's the reason why I showed off the classic mode on 3DS, is because, well, though it's the core essence of what it is the same, it's pretty different presentation-wise. It's different way of taking it on and stuff like that. As you guys can see, I am using Flare Blitz as a recovery now. I actually kind of really like using Charizard now. I'm thinking about using him a lot more. He's gonna be like, for heavyweights, he's probably gonna be my main when it comes to heavyweight characters. Bowser's always been my main when it comes to heavyweights. Stupid Miis. I was like, let me come back. I was gonna say, okay, I'm gonna use Flare Blitz and get you guys off here. Charizard actually flies. I love that I killed myself there. That was like, oh my gosh. I just forgot I did that. But, anyways, I've noticed that Charizard actually runs really fast. Whenever you dash, he'll like glide. He'll do a little glide. I thought that was pretty cool. But there we go. We defeated the Fighting Me team. So now our next option here. This is quite different. You don't have to do this in the Wii U version. You can actually choose to fight only Master Hand or Crazy Hand and Master Hand. As you guys can see, the one with the coins is the one that you want to go on if you want to get better rewards. So now we're fighting Master Hand and Crazy Hand. Now, for this fight, if you guys remember, this fight is totally different than the other ones. We actually have to fight Master Hand and Crazy Hand. But in the 3DS version, this is a little different. Because, well, if you play on harder difficulties, you do fight Master Core. But, unlike the Wii U version, you do not fight Master Fortress if you're on level 8 or higher. If you're on level 8 or higher, you do not fight Master Fortress. So I want to make that clear. Master Fortress is exclusively for the Wii U version, exclusively by yourself. But now that we've dropped some Master Hand and Crazy Hand down a little bit, as of right now, I do believe this is on difficulty 7 because I did die a couple times. So we're not going to be fighting the giant. We're going to be fighting automatically the beast. So that's all right though, because we've already seen this fight like I want to say grand total 3 or 4 times already in this playthrough, and I do apologize for that. But that's pretty much that. They're pretty much the same. This is the same exact fight from the Wii U version. So if you're trying to expect anything different, well, unfortunately, I hate bad news for you. It's a little bit lackluster in that department. But the 3DS version did come out before the Wii U version, so people already knew about this. One thing I do want to mention, though, is I'm going to give you guys a little precaution when you're playing the 3DS version of Smash Bros. Don't play it too hard. I'm going to tell you right now. Don't play it extensively and wear your circle pad off, because there have been reports of people breaking their circle pads just from playing Smash Bros. And I want to make sure that everybody knows that playing with this, you have to have the circle pad in order to play. But don't put any pressure than you need to on it, because it will break it off. So I'd really advise just being careful when you play this game. This game you don't have to play this game, you don't have to smash really hard when you play this game. So I just wanted to make sure that that is known. Now we're fighting the clone, the dark clone. And as you guys can see from the bottom screen, like, they'll actually have the health bar, but it's like fuzzed out because it's like Master Core. But now that we've defeated him, as you guys can see from the health bar, it will clear out and say, okay, now Master Core. Now, this is completely different than the Wii U version because you don't actually get to see the percentage that you're causing the Master Core. But now I can just be like, well, I'm going to go ahead and build up his damage, bring it up to about 100. And then I'm going to do one last hit butt and smash. There he goes. But that's pretty much the 3DS version of Classic Mode. Not really that different than the Wii U version, but in presentation-wise, it's very different than the Wii U version. But there we go. We've cleared this again. Now, there's something else I did differently in this episode than the other ones. I actually sped up the credit sequence, and we got Charizard's trophy. And as you guys can see from my gallery, I've already played this a couple times already before I did this recording. We got a bunch of trophies already, but that's for another reason. Now, I did speed up this segment right here because we've seen this countless times, and honestly, that's the biggest time waster, and I know you guys don't want to really see this, but playing as Charizard, I really do like Charizard, and honestly, I think the kind of the change they did for Charizard, even though Charizard's a veteran for this game, they changed him dramatically because in Brawl, it was known as the Pokemon trainer that had Charizard, and it had Ivysaur and Squirtle. Granted, I do miss Ivysaur and Squirtle, but I honestly think that Charizard was better off as his own character than an actual, like, threesome. But now, we're going to be heading over to All-Star Mode. All-Star Mode, again, is differently in the 3DS version, presented differently. Now, when I say presented differently, I mean they reverse the order in which you fight them in. That's all that is. For this, I chose Shulk. And we are going to be going through All-Star Mode again with Shulk. But, like I said, it's different than the Wii U version based on one thing. They go in reverse order. That's it. So we're fighting the old people first rather than the new people first. That's pretty much that in a nutshell. That's it. It's really not that important. But just be sure to have everybody unlocked, and then you'll be able to hopefully get everything fine. Now, we're going to be seeing a couple stages that are different from the Wii U version and into the 3DS version. The 3DS version exclusive stages are actually going to show up in this run a little bit better. So be mindful of that. Granted, that stage was not exclusive. That stage was actually in here. And as you guys can see, the arena is a little different than the Wii U version. That's pretty much it from the All-Star Mode. So now we are going to be going on Brinstar. This is an old classic from N64 Smash. It actually came in N64 Smash. This is the Melee version, more or less, if anything. Melee version of Brinstar. And Shulk's really feeling it. I tend to taunt a lot when I'm playing a Shulk, so that's pretty much it. It's a repeat stage. There's really nothing I can really say about Brinstar. It's the same. You got this platform that's all the way up the top, and every now and then it will start sinking into the acid below. Be sure to stand on the higher platform, on the platforms underneath the acid. That's pretty much it. Because the acid will cause you to, you know, hit, or cause you to get damaged and fly up like that, like Zelda just did. And that's pretty much that out in Brinstar is. This has been the Brinstar of choice since Melee. I know Brinstar was in Smash 64, but they kind of just stuck with the Melee version of it. That's stage 2. And now I think I need to actually get a heals. I had 31, never mind. And actually, one little thing on the bottom screen, it'll show you how many characters you've defeated so far along the way. But now, we're going to the next stage, which has late NES, early SNES characters. And this is the reset bomb again, or reset forest again. I actually think these are all late NES characters, if anything. Because we got Mega Man, we got Pit and Palutena. So, I love little how Pit goes like, aha! Whenever he gets hit. So, I thought that was pretty funny. I don't know, I really do need to play Kid Icarus Uprising. I know I've said this so many times in this playthrough already. But, that's actually one game I'm hoping I can pick up soon. And now, since I've got a 3DS recording, I could possibly an LP in the future if I do get the game. So if anybody's interested in that. I don't know, I don't have the game. I actually, if you want a little tidbit about my life, as of today, I actually got an interview for a job, so hopefully I'll be able to get money again soon, so we can be able to see more of this, more game possibilities and such. But that's a little tidbit about my life. I actually did get an interview today. I got to go in tomorrow for the interview. So, now, we're going early SNES, late NES, early SNES, / Genesis, I should say, because Sonic didn't appear on the SNES. He appeared on the Genesis. But now, if I remember correctly, no, this is another stage that we've seen before in other Smash Bros. Iterations. This stage had a form of this in N64. It was called Sector Z, but it was pretty much the same stage. But this is the Melee version of this. This is actually Corneria. So we've seen this in Melee. This is a repeat stage. I was thinking probably a failed attempt at this. There is a Kirby Dreamland stage. That's the green stage, and it has like the original Game Boy layout. And that was one of the attempts in one of the previous attempts where I failed. We actually went through that stage, and I thought that was pretty cool. It was whenever I was fighting these guys. But unfortunately, it didn't show up again. I thought it did, but I'll be showing off all the stages and the characters and how to unlock them in a later episode. So now we're going on to the late SNES, Game Boy Color days because of Pokemon. So now, this stage, okay. This is exclusive to the 3DS. This is an Earthbound stage. I don't know, I haven't played Earthbound, and I need to. But this is a stage that's exclusive to the 3DS. And unfortunately not in this battle, but an AI character appears. I don't know what that AI is called, but it's like a yellow bird man. He'll come out from that tower on the right side. And if you attack him, he'll join your side. But and he will do like little like rolly ball attacks on the enemies. It's pretty cool. I like that. I can't wait to describe that. But that's a little cool thing about this stage, and I like this stage a lot because of that. It's kind of a boss character, if you want to put it anyways, because the 3DS doesn't have that many boss characters at all, and I guess that in a form is a boss character, so that's why they put it there. But there goes Ganondorf. And now stage 5 is cleared. We got Young Zelda Ocarina of Time trophy. And now it's growing nighttime. It's getting ever so close to the end of our adventure in All-Star mode. And now we're going to be taking on the, I want to say, GameCube era characters. So now, like I said before, it's just essential. Oh, this stage is exclusive to 3DS. I forgot about this. This is the Animal Crossing stage. This is the island stage, so we can actually go on this island. This is exclusive to the 3DS version. Now, I haven't played Animal Crossing, but I just recently got Animal Crossing on the GameCube. Just recently, I borrowed it from Eternal Unique when I came and visited her. She allowed me to borrow it. 'Cause I wanted to try Animal Crossing because I know a lot of people love Animal Crossing, and I actually kind of wanted to try it myself. And she had Animal Crossing on GameCube, and I was like, well, might as well start that because that's where it began. But this stage is actually exclusive to the 3DS version. There's going to be a boat that's going to be coming over to that dock there. You can kind of get on that boat. I think that boat spawns items if you're it spawns items. But if you're not careful, it'll drive away with you on it, and it'll cause you to go off screen and die. So be careful about that. There's also sharks there, so you got to be careful there. Bye, Lucario. I was trying to get Zero Suit, just like, okay, come on, Zero Suit Samus. Bam! There we go. But that's that stage. Like I said before, like, the 3DS version has actually a lot of exclusive stages that were made for it. But so does the Wii U. The Wii U has a little bit of different stages than the other one. And now we're getting into the last round of this. We're fighting against the Wii, 3DS, DS era characters. So, now, this stage that we're playing right now is an exclusive to the 3DS. It's Lumio City from Pokemon X and Y. This stage is pretty much another one of those, we got a gigantic platform, it's going to fly around the stage and look how pretty it is kind of stage. So, it's nothing different than what we've seen. But I really do like Lumio City. I was one of the people that really enjoyed X and Y. So I was really happy when I saw this stage. I was like, this stage was perfect for Smash Bros. Especially the 3DS version because, well, X and Y was on the 3DS, so it makes sense. And look how zoomed out, and we're like flying all around the Lumio's tower. I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then I've got the Wii Fit trainer. I was trying to get her off of there. And I think one person just spawned and I just did that, and I was like, well, there they go. And there's Greninja, and there's Lucina. Like, okay, come on. Backslash. But I do like Lumio City. I think that's actually a pretty cool stage. Now, this version actually has a lot of another Pokemon stage. It's called Unova Pokemon League. And it's from Black and White, so if you've seen my Black and White Let's Play, you'll know what I'm talking about. But we cleared All-Star Mode. And when you clear All-Star Mode, you do not get the final Smash version of the trophy. You get an alternate costume trophy of the character you played as. So, as you guys can see, I played as Toon Link, and he got the red Toon Link. And then I got the different colored Shulk, essentially. But again, I'm speeding up through the credit sequence, and this was pretty funny because I did taunt a couple times, so hearing Pipsqueak Shulk saying "I'm really feeling it" was probably the best thing I heard all day. I was like, I'm really feeling it. But that's pretty much all the other like solo modes I wanted to show off. We do take a look at Stadium mode, but I'm only going to be showing off that it's pretty much the same, and I'm not going to go out of my way to go and show that because, well, Stadium mode is the same in the 3DS than it is in the Wii U version. There's nothing different. Like, even aesthetically, there's nothing different. So, don't worry about it. Yeah, I went a little crazy with that "I'm really feeling it" there. But, yeah, there's nothing aesthetically different in the Stadium mode, so I'm not even going to bother showing it because we've already seen it. So that's pretty much all the modes that I wanted to show off in solo. We come over here to Stadium, I'll show you guys. It's pretty much the same. It's multi-man, target blast, and home run contest. There's nothing different. So I'm just going to say that we're just going to look at it, say hi to it, and that's it. But anyways, guys, in the next episode of Let's Play Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS, we are going to be taking a look at it in a mode that's exclusive to the 3DS version called Smash Run. So with that, I will see you guys in the next episode.